Hi guys, this is Prissy, and this is our Bellas Noches podcast that we did starting now. And so I'm Prissy, and then this is Yari. And so I don't know if you guys remember, but you guys, we had a radio show, and then we didn't have a radio show because it was in college and we graduated and all that. And a lot of people wanted to know what happened. So that's what happened. That's why we don't have the show anymore. But our manager always wanted us to have cameras in there because he thought we were funny. So we have cameras now. Yeah, so we are here. And we're back by popular demand. So we were saying, what happened to the radio show? Personally, it was a lot for me to record second season by myself without my co-host, Yaya. And I didn't really know how to mess with all the buttons, So it's pretty hard for me. And then what happened with you, Yaya?
I was working and traveling the world. So I couldn't meet her schedule to record with them.
Yeah. So then we just decided to end it. But we do appreciate you guys because we were number one and we were the first Spanglish.
Oh, here comes my wine.
The first Spanglish radio show in college ever, apparently. Which I assumed everybody. You can give her the wine. Which I assumed everybody did Spanglish, but apparently not. They only chose either English or French at some point.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, it's actually technically Sunday Fun Day, so.
Yes. So we appreciate you guys accepting our chunky sign. Yeah. So that's what happened to that. And then we also had a question, did we even graduate?
Barely graduated, but we did.
Yeah.
We failed 1 or 2 classes together because of the show. Just kidding, no. We failed econ.
No, we did not. I showed up to the last. Oh my god, the teacher had it so easy for us.
I think I failed econ.
You on your own.
Because then I had to take it. Oh no, that was buying class.
Yeah, we failed buying
So
class.
we graduated from Cal State Long Beach with a fashion merchandise major, so we got our bachelor's there. Me and Prissy had classes together. Well, a couple, but then we figured that it was kind of hard to concentrate. So yeah, we were copying each other's answers, but they weren't the right answers apparently because we ended up failing the class, and it was a buying class. So I had to retake buying. But now that I'm working, when I was working in the fashion industry, it kind of made sense. So I feel like I just needed to practice it while I was working and studying at the same time. I don't know. It made much more sense when I applied everything into my job. But we graduated somehow.
Would you recommend college? Because a lot of people have that question.
Honestly, I feel like if you're not very outgoing or if you don't know what to do in life and you're just kind of in limbo, then yes. But I feel like if you're able to network and meet other people very fast and you know your path, then no. I don't know, if you want to be a drug dealer, you don't have to go to college. Or you can to make your clients.
If you major in business or communications, I think that would help you be better at sales.
But there's people that are naturally born like that.
Oh,
so
me.
You don't need to. You don't need to do that. It's just people. I feel like. I mean, we did it. I did it for my mom because she took us to school every day, so it's for her honestly. But what I worked in, I didn't need a bachelor's to help me out. I mean, obviously, I could have just gotten a book and just read about it and just put my craft into that. But like there's a lot of places that I've been to or like resumes that I've seen, well not resumes, just like job applications, and they're like, you don't need a bachelor's for this, so it's just kind of like, oh, I guess. I don't know. I guess it just depends.
So a lot of people don't know, but I did graduate, and I don't really tell people I went to
no se
college.
ve, but
Yeah, I don't like
she
to
did.
mention that. Like, I think it's very elitist, and I don't think it matters to bring it up. I don't know. I like people to underestimate me and think I'm dumb. Not that it makes you smart if you went, but I don't know. I just like having that to myself. But now you guys know. So if you watched it, then you know I graduated from college. Oh, actually, I think I even got honors. I don't know, at some point, yeah.
I just made it to the dean's list once. That was it.
I made it a couple times in a row. I got a couple scholarships too.
I don't know how.
I only flunked buying, and then econ wasn't hard for me because
I didn't like econ.
I love money, so I was never. I don't care if I showed up the last 3 minutes of class to take my test. I was going to pass it. Period.
I
Point
think the
blank.
only class that I like was obsessed over was sewing and history of fashion. That was it. I feel like those were the two that like really mattered. Oh, and textiles. That was it.
I liked Illustrator. So yeah.
Yeah,
I would just
Illustrator
suggest.
was fine. It was an easy A class.
I would suggest learning Adobe or Illustrator or Photoshop. I think those are more valuable skills to have. The question that we get is like, oh, what happened since? What happened since the radio show and our little fame moment? Since we graduated. Do you want to go first or me?
What did I do?
Well, I'll go first. Personally, I got braces. I got a bag and fixed my teeth. Hope you hosts know eating cheap, you know. And funny enough, I went to beauty school.
Did you flush that?
No, I passed. I passed.
Shocking.
Yeah. It's actually my passion. I love to do lashes. So, and all this other beauty fun stuff that I do. It's my fun activity. I don't know, and then I kind of got a little clout and I became like a little local celebrity. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, people know me out here? Like, I was never out here. And now I feel like I'm famous.
When did that happen?
This whole year, I just feel like people know me. I'm like, what? How do you know me? So that's what happened. Sis.
Okay.
Okay, your turn. What has happened since?
Since college?
Yeah. We're doing a little recap from then to now.
I don't even know. I can't remember that far back. I have trouble remembering stuff.
She blacked out a lot, so that's why she doesn't remember.
I feel like I blacked out from my early college years to like a month ago.
Just to finish off the whole college part, speaking of blackouts, you guys. So, I was so tired showing up to class. This is just always gonna be so funny to me, and I just have to share it. Like, I would be so tired going to class. I think it was Mondays, and it was a political science class. And it got to the point where motherfucking okay, so I saw my transcript, and apparently I passed the class. I got like a B or an A. I don't know what I got. And I was like, what the fuck? Political science, like, I never took political science. And for like a week, it was bugging me in my head. I'm like, fuck, like, I have to go to like the administration office or something to tell them like, fix this. Like, I didn't take it, and I'll have to retake it, and all the class I have to take. Like, I was really bugged about it. And then a week later, like, all these foggy memories started coming to my head because I passed by the old class where I was at. And I was like, I took this class. I really took the class. I was like, I remember being in this seat. So like, I literally blacked out that whole situation from my brain. It took all this stuff for me to remember, like little bits and pieces, and every now and then I remember, I'm like, I actually took this class.
I feel like something similar happened to me with like history class. In 7th grade, I had Mr. Holland, and I got a D. So I feel like that was like my first ever D that I got. So it was like a moment in my life that I'll remember forever. But I constantly have dreams, and when I'm in middle school, I constantly dream of that class, of history class, and I hate history. I hate it with a passion.
I just think it's boring and it's fake, and it's like, who wrote it?
I think it's fake. I think it's fake, and I feel like there's so much more that they don't want us to know.
Yeah, that's
They're
why.
only highlighting the spots that they want us to think about the world.
Yeah, that's why I like. I'm not that type of person. Like, I like the full chisme. I hate it when I ask a guy about a chisme that he knows, and I know that they know because they were there. And so what happened? And then they look at me straight and they go, "Oh, I don't know." I'm like, "Oh my god, I just wanna." Oh, I get so mad. So like,
And
I really
one
want
or
to know.
two guys like that.
So I feel like history was written by men, and they all seem to have a little trait. Oh, I don't know. So it pisses me off. So that's why I don't like
His
history.
story, not her story.
Yeah, because if it was a girl writing all that history, it would be a lot
We
more
would have
tea, a lot more tea.
5 different editions of, or volumes of history. Like we literally just had one book in 7th grade. And we didn't even finish it.
Dang,
So-
you couldn't pass that?
No.
It's just a
I
simple
didn't
book.
like it. I didn't like the tone of the teacher. I did not like my peers, my environment. I just couldn't concentrate.
I
I
just-
just ignored him.
I just did my homework in that class. It
I
wasn't
didn't
about
even,
making
I don't feel like I
friends.
even did the homework. I had dreams that I had the class and I didn't know until I was graduating. And I felt the class, but then I had to like do a paper to pass the class, and I passed it. But I constantly have weird dreams about history. I hate it.
I don't even dream about that class. I always just think it's funny. I'm like, dang. I basically passed political science con los ojos cerrados. I'm like, wow.
I hated political science.
Imagine I did it with my eyes open. I could run for president.
Oh god.
'Cause the world needs people like me in charge. So that's just what we've been up to since, you guys. And then,
I feel
quarantine
like I've
hit.
done things, I just can't remember. That was a few years were a complete blackout for me. So I just worked, and traveled a bit, and I went on little getaways, got to know different people, which we had a lot of memories to talk about.
Do we?
Yes, in the future, so stay tuned. But
I also got half naked in New York in a field trip.
okay,
That
so
was
we went
so
to New York. That's a different story. Well, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was. We didn't film that because that was winter break.
Wow, we did a lot. Honestly, like like that.
Good time. It was a good time. That was pre-COVID.
That was way long ago.
Yeah. But yeah, so then COVID hit, and then like things kind of slowed down, and yeah. I then found my new hater. Actually my first ever hater, which happens to be Yardi's friend, Alan. And
I honestly don't know why you guys hate each other.
well, this is what happened. I mentioned it to somebody that I was like, I don't know, he doesn't like me. And when he brought it up, I had said, dude, I've only said like 7 sentences to you at most. I don't know what there is to not like about me. Like, what world are you in? I've never even talked to you. Like, what did I do? And then what he said at that time was, it's because my aura. I'm like, since when do you know people's auras? Like, I don't understand. I think there's like a camera machine that takes a picture and shows your aura. Like, I didn't know he could do that with his eyes. Just like close them and open, like, oh, her aura. Like, what the? I was so confused.
It's because he's Walter Mercado.
Oh, well, he's Walter Mercado. He'd be knowing these things. And so I brought it up to another one of my nemesis, Dookie Smoothie. And I was like, I don't know, he doesn't like me. And I was like, the only thing I can think of is like, we're both divas. I feel like he's a diva When he walks in a room, he commands attention, and then when I walk in a room, I command attention. And so the day that we clashed, it was like he was already in his house, and I, looking back at it now, okay, I did walk in, haciendo mi show, like I always do. But we invited him to talk about it, and he said he's showering and on his way. He lives on the street.
He lives a minute away, literally walking distance, but he's gonna be here in the next 2 hours.
He's gonna be here
I
in the
know
next 2
him.
hours. So that's just all I have to say about him before he.
But we
comes
had a
to
lot of
explain
cool
himself.
memories at his place. I don't think you were there for most of them,
No.
but that was a fun time.
Yeah, last time we went.
You can't have two divas in the same spot.
No, it's Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj. Him being Nicki Minaj and me being Mariah Carey. But I feel like Nicki is more reasonable than Mariah. But I still feel like I'm Mariah.
And I think
As
of
the
Nicki
original.
Minaj. I think of the memes that they do where she's going crazy from that one song.
To freedom! That one.
And I'm picturing him doing that because he would do it.
Yeah, he's the Nicki to my Mariah.
Oh.
But I think of it like on American Idol, it would not have been a show. It was a Nicki and Mariah. So
True.
that's why I invited Nicki, aka Alan.
And we'll see if he shows up.
So we'll see if he shows up. If not, I'm gonna go look for him myself personally.
We're gonna see both of your guys' energies.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Can we
Clash.
match? So
I
no, we're not gonna kiss. No, we're not. We're definitely not.
I would like to see a end of the show hug.
Okay, well we're gonna
To hug
see
it
if we
out.
can squash the beef. Because this is how it happened. Like we had hung out like maybe that day Casey show at his house, and then he came for Yaya's birthday, and then I saw him another time where.
What's that one TikTok like? Yeah, I'm that bitch, or I'm that something on my block.
You can be a badass bitch on
Yeah.
your block, but just not my block. for sure.
Literally,
Literally.
He's on this block.
He can
I'm
have
on
his
the
block.
other block.
Yeah. I'm the bad bitch on this side, and he's the bad bitch on that side. And it's both. I mean, we're not even saying the street, but it's the same ass street.
Bet he's gonna come on Es Patín del Diablo.
Yeah. And then I hung out with him that time
And
too.
it's so
with
funny
the
that
patin.
we're on one end and like he's on the
Legit,
other.
like opposites.
I think God knew, like, okay, well, we'll just have this mirror.
He's the Wicked Witch of the West, and I'm the Wicked Witch of the East. For sure. Clash. Even in Dorothy, they clash. So I saw him those times. The time I did a Casey's show, I'll admit. I'll be a grown up and admit it. And then the time he came to your party. And then a little during quarantine, we took all these pictures at his friend's house and stuff.
When
Sam
was that?
took me.
Oh, with the cowboy.
Yeah. Sam took me, and I thought I was welcome because obviously I was invited. And then that's when he drops the bomb that he never really liked me. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what did I do to you? Couldn't come up with the honest answer, straight answer. And then, I don't know. I'm like, you know what? Just come on, and we'll have a talk about it on the podcast, and then you can talk about it. And he's like, or something. He just said something like that he wants to be the first one to be invited. And then me and Sam were confused, like, wait, I thought you didn't like her. Like, why do you want to be on her stuff? He's like, I've been supporting you guys. And Sam's like, how have you been supporting her, but you don't like her? He's like, oh, it's different or something. But we're adults, and we can talk about these things.
Just in the middle.
I wonder what's gonna happen.
I wonder if you guys are gonna kiss.
We're not gonna kiss.
The most hated people end up kissing.
We're two local celebrities, and it's just like, what can you do? You know, I think you have to get along anyway.
Yeah, you have to.
He's gonna know of me. I'm gonna know of him. Like, we're just. It's better to be an alliance down the street.
It's like Mariah Carey and Ariana Grande, where it's just kind of like
Yeah, same tonality.
same
Tonality.
thing, but like
Different.
yeah.
And plus, I do like community
Se hacen
watch.
los que no se conocen, you know?
Yeah, I do community service. No, community watch. Community watch.
I feel like you guys would join forces for that.
And I just think it's better if he does his side and I do my side, and we just keep the people in the middle informed of what's going on in our surroundings. So we'll do that. So while Alan comes, we're gonna wrap it up, and we're actually gonna transition into our section. So while we're waiting for Alan, we're actually gonna go into our interview segment because I love to do community service watch, and sometimes, you know, like I love to be in the center of the action, recording myself, you know, hunting down people that maybe are trying to break into cars or accidents that happen down the street. Like it's always been me and Yeti, you know, doing these things. This time, I actually got my cousin to come with me to downtown Long Beach because we have this question. Well, it was mostly me. I was on Zillow during quarantine, and I was like, you know what? Perfect time. Everybody's broke. Like, let me look at all the mansions that I bet I can buy with my little to no savings in the bank. So I looked them up. I was like, crap, like I can't buy any of these houses locally. So I was like, dang, how do people pay rent out here? Because that's en la vida de papelitos, like if you're trying to even rent an apartment, literally. Have you seen like all the requirements to rent an apartment out here? It's ridiculous. And this was years ago. Like, I don't know how it is now. You have to have like on paper income that you're making money. Like legit.
You don't say.
It's because it's not like that in other states. It's not. Like, they don't give you the runaround that they do here.
What other state?
Vegas, they don't act like this. This is some bougie crap over here. Like, we're like you're trying to rent like $1,000 apartment, and they freaking act like it's in a house in Bel Air. Se pasan de veras. Like, it's ridiculous. So my honest question that I had was, how do you pay rent in LA? Like, really, like, what do you do? Especially like in quarantine times, like a lot of people do gig work and stuff, right? So
I think people have like 2 jobs. Like they have no life, 2 jobs. And yeah, it's really expensive out here.
it is ridiculous. So again, Prissy investigates. I forced my cousin into my car and I took him to go record me. And this is the segment that we filmed for you. How do you pay rent in LA? Hit it. How do you pay rent in LA?
We gotta work hard for the money. We gotta work.
Yes. How do you pay rent in LA?
I live in a van, so I don't pay rent.
Nice. How do you pay rent in LA?
I work at the airport.
Nice. Okay, so how do you pay your rent?
Working. I mean, just whatever you can. Doing whatever, you know? Without saying too much, just whatever happens.
Oh, okay. That's what he does. How do you pay your rent in LA?
How do I pay my what?
Your rent.
Working and selling stuff on the side, you know?
Nice. Guys, clap their hands. And I can also clap with my ass. But, okay, so that was our interview. Well, my interview that my cousin Rodolfo helped me record. What did you think?
Like, what did you expect people were going to say?
I don't know. I think I got the answers that I thought would produce the amount of money needed to.
Like, are you did you think we were gonna say like work, or I like to have fun to pay my rent?
I don't know. I just thought they would say what their job title was.
No, you just asked what do you do, not like what you do for a living to pay for your rent.
Well, you seem to know it all, so maybe you could do a better job then.
I feel like I will.
Well, if you could. Personally, I had a great time. I had a blast on the beach in the beautiful city of Long Beach with my cousin, and we got to meet a lot of cool people. And I even made some friends, and we actually like started drinking beer at some point.
But he doesn't drink
Allegedly,
beer.
yeah. I don't drink beer. I got tipsy off the first half. With strangers, wow, like that's crazy. It's a really cool activity, but if you think you could do better. Also, there were some people that didn't want to be interviewed and like they didn't understand the question or something. I said, this is for YouTube, clearly, and then they still came over, answered me, and I'm like, okay, well, can we put you on? And they'd be like, no. I'm like, okay. But yeah, if you obviously think that you could do better, Yarly, you could go ahead. Welcome to.
Watch.
All right. Well then, if you guys have any questions that you guys want to send her, or any ideas that you guys want her to investigate,
What is this segment called?
it's called Well, it would be called Pretty C Investigates, but when you do it, it would be Yadi Investigates. So it's our little investigation interview segment. Okay, so you guys, this is finally our invite that made it, Alan. This is our guest. And the topic, so you will look at that camera. So our topic would be confronting my hater, and
I'm
then
a hater. I was a hater.
well, he was a hater. He's gonna explain to us what was the reason that he didn't like me at first.
I don't want to say I didn't like you. I want to say I was just I'm not attracted to like, you know, maybe because I didn't know you at the time. But definitely you gave like this aura where I was like, you know?
No, I don't.
It's like, I guess, you're never gonna always be everyone's cup of tea, right? That's not it's impossible for everyone to like you. So I guess at the time, that's how I perceived you. I was like, man, she's kind of, you know, kind of out there, kind of not out there, very bougie, kind of, you came off, you know, and I was like, dude, but like, your sister's not, you know, I was like, dude, that's so weird. But I guess that's why I did it. It's not nothing personal or that you did anything to me, you know? That's just how I perceived it. But what did you think? Like, what did you think I meant?
I was a little taken back because I had only said 7 sentences to him, like we discussed. And I was like, I only said 7 words to this fool, like, why would he not like me? But then, looking back, I do understand that I did walk into your house at one time with an attitude, but it's because I was mad at something else, nothing to do with you, so maybe that affected how you saw me. But yeah, I was like, what aura? I was like, since when does Alan take pictures of people's auras with his eyes? But then I was like, okay, that day I did walk in with an attitude, to be honest.
And you know, maybe a lot of
Hands
it has to do with like, I'm out a shit ton, like, you know, from Italy to fucking New York to Miami down there.
And I was the bougiest girl he ever met.
No. Oh no, I met some real bougie bitches that they had no reason to be bougie, some ugly ass. So you know, a lot of that has to do with some of that. Like I've seen, or I've heard comments, or I've met enough people to know. You know, you see it enough, you're like, okay, you're that type of person. Like, nah. So it doesn't take much for me to be like, you know, like I fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. Sometimes people grow on you. That's also the thing. You know, you find yourself like, fuck, how did that happen?
So you think I grew on you?
You grew on me.
Oh my god, I grew on you.
Definitely a fan.
Okay.
I do. You're one of the stories I do watch. So I'm just like, man, she, you know, you remind me of me sometimes. I'm just like,
right?
She's on the same fuck shit that I am.
That's
like,
what we had just said. We were like, what's
my
the theory?
God.
Like, why? I think I asked Julio one time, aka Dookie Smoothie. I was like, why do we not vibe? And then I'm like, you know what? Honestly, I think because he's a diva, or we're 2 divas, and it's just hard for 2 divas to coexist.
Dos agujas no se pican?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there it is.
Yeah.
We cracked the code.
A sword fight, yes.
Yeah. Yours is probably with mine. I don't know. You know, you guys, I know you know some shit.
Yeah, so, yes, I think we're cool now. And then we were saying that,
yeah, we're totally cool.
yeah, I had
We're neighbors.
We're neighbors. I was like,
A lot
yeah,
of people don't
he's
know
the
that.
Wicked Witch of the East, and I'm the Wicked Witch of the West. So we should, it's better off if we're friends, because then you could do community watch on your side, and I could do community watch on my side. Community watch, yeah.
You guys do?
Oh, hell yeah. I'd be running up and down with my mic. You haven't
Oh
seen
my
me.
god, this girl right here. She's reporting on this. Yeah.
And Yaya does the Maury cameraman stunt. Like, she chases me with the camera.
Yeah, I seen that.
So
I do watch your shit. I pay attention to your shit. A lot of people think like if I'm a fan, if I like you, you know, we friends or some shit. I'll watch your shit. You know, I'm always being supportive too.
So I had actually avoided contact with, but kind of tried to avoid contact until we could hang out here, and then so it could be legit. So
Yeah,
it wasn't like we were hanging out all this time, and then we talked about it, and then talked about it again.
No,
We're trying to be real here, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Real haters.
Well, real people, real results,
See,
something like that, yeah.
what do you think of? What do you guys think of me when you first met me?
I was like, why is everybody obsessed with Alan? Like, I'm used to getting all the attention.
Do you remember
What's so
when I
special about
first met
Alan?
you guys?
You said that we were really little. I don't remember you.
The first actual like as adults like conversation that I had with you guys was one time when I came. We were hanging out in your kitchen. That was the first time I ever this is probably
You
like
said that you came with my cousin.
with Annie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is like 2008, 2009. The time I'm talking about, this is like probably like 2017. Yeah. 2017, 2018.
It
We
was
were in
when
the
my
kitchen.
parents left.
Oh,
Yeah.
my parents left to Mexico. We threw a party. Yeah.
It was just a couple, probably like 10 of us max.
I think the first time I met you was at Joseph's
Really?
with Julio.
I feel like my name's
It
attached
was
to that guy.
it was raining, and I got invited, and we sat in the corner,
That definitely sounds like
and then
us.
we were just vibing to the music. It was like a Sunday, and it was like so empty. Well, they just told me like, do you want to go meet my friends? And I was like, all right.
Oh, okay. I remember. Oh, okay.
And
never
then,
mind. I get it.
Yeah, I just met you guys.
That
there.
was the first
And I
time.
vibed with you, because you were super spunky, and you were just vibing with me. Like you didn't know me. You're like, oh hi, and then we just started like dancing, and that was it.
You've always had like this bubbly, aura. Yeah.
And what would you
It's
say?
that's hot. I like it. Yeah, cause she's really like she really is that person. It's not like fake. Like nah, it's legit. It's pretty dope.
So we compared you earlier to Walter Mercado.
Damn.
With your Walter Mercado.
That's not the first time I've heard that. I fucking swear to God, that's not the first time I heard that.
With your Walter Mercado interpretation, what would you say my aura is now? That you.
You're a lot like me.
Yeah.
You really are. Like no, like
We
not
are,
even. No, I even feel like we might even like the same exact stuff. Like,
I
so
see a lot of me in you.
Yeah, well.
How old are you
So,
guys? How old are you?
Should I say? Yeah,
If you want to.
I'm 32.
I'm 30.
Yeah.
So-
Oh yeah, we really are. Yeah.
We're a lot alike.
Do
Maybe birthday month.
I'm an Aries.
I'm a Virgo. I'm Virgo.
Oh my, that's
It's like,
no.
What the
yeah,
Mercado
that's like,
understands
that's the
why you're
sign
like
that I
that.
get along with the most.
oh god.
That is like my perfect. Do you remember that girl?
¿Cuál de todas?
Yeah, she's a Virgo too, and
Oh.
she's like me and her are like when we're together, we hang out, we go out. It's some fuck shit for sure. She's such a great time. Like we have the best of time, no matter where we are.
So I feel
definitely
like
me and
you guys need to like
Oh yeah.
hang out together
Have you
and
pump?
just.
Yeah, you got it.
Have I got a pump?
No, have you gone to pump?
What is that?
Pump, the breakfast spot, like in.
Oh wait, I
Oh,
thought he
yeah.
was asking
The
something
Vanderbilt
else.
pump and
No,
shit.
no.
No, those places. Yeah, we should definitely.
I
go
thought
to
you
those
meant like, have I had an alcoholic problem and then my stomach pumped?
I
No.
thought pump was like
No.
a new drug or something.
Or like fillers or something.
spots. No,
I was like,
it's
what
a bar.
is
It's a
this?
it's a brunch place in
Ay, es
Rio.
que uno aquí bien paisano y uno no sabe
ma.
esos lugares.
Y'all
You
wild,
literally
see?
asked, "Have you pumped?" And I was like,
Have you gone to
"What
pump?
the
It's
heck
solid.
is that?"
My fault.
Porque mira nada.
Yeah. We
Have you guys
we need to
pumped?
definitely go.
Have you guys pumped?
Comment down below if you guys have pumped.
We've never hung out. We've never gone.
No.
Mm-mm. I think all three of us need to do an outing
For
and
sure.
get drunk and then we can just fully bond.
That was big. Oh, and they tried Rob. I took a girl that day on a date, to the party, obviously. And she was outside waiting for me as I was kicking like everybody out. While she was outside, some guy tried to mug her.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what, cause I live in like a nice area, and that was just super weird to me. The girl comes in all spooked, all freaked. She's like, yeah, this is why I don't woo woo. Like I knew, I can't trust you. I don't feel safe around you. Like I was like, dude, I was taking care of some stuff in here. And it's just like, no, yeah, it was a shit show. But that's so weird.
Speaking of girls, what's your type?
Wait.
I don't have a type.
Let him give us a little intro about himself. I think we jumped into it.
No,
What would you
Okay.
want to say about yourself first?
not much to say except that I'm spontaneous as fuck.
And would you say you're a local celebrity? Because I feel like you are a local
No
icon.
way.
I feel like you are.
I feel like everyone knows you, or like we're with people, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, Ellen, hey!" Like everyone knows you.
It's our fellow Linwodian icon.
I think it's cause I don't have any issues. I don't have any real issues with anyone, and I've always been like, I'm very honest. I'm very transparent. I'm not, and like I said, I'm not fake. So if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. Right? And I mean, I've lived in Linwood for like a good amount of time, so yeah.
So I would say he is a Linwood icon.
Yeah. I mean, a lot
We
of
wouldn't invite a basic, you guys. Like, he's
a
definitely
lot of my
not.
friends own a lot of businesses around the city. You know, they help out in the community. A lot of my
he helps
friends
out the
are,
community.
are
He helps out the community.
yeah. You know, we have friends that are teachers in the community. My brother is a teacher here too. You know,
Who's your brother?
Well, he's not my actual brother, but you know, we grew up together.
Oh, okay.
Andy. Yeah, yeah. My sister went to school here. My nieces, my nephews.
Yeah, even me, like, you know me, and a veces como que me postulo for mayor on
Sí.
IG, you know, sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
oh, you know
yeah,
what, for
yeah,
me.
yeah. Who do you think the most popular person in
I think Alan.
No.
I think he
way.
was gonna say it's him.
Fuck no.
So, are there any final thoughts you would like to add? I feel like we squashed the beef and we are good friends now.
Yeah.
And I think we can move on and just have drunk.
It's the start of a
I
great
think-
friendship.
The audience wants to see a hug to squash it out.
Okay, this is
The
our
diva
time.
How
hug.
about a shot?
Would
Oh.
it be on this one or not?
Would be better.
They're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
do a
Shot.
shot.
What on-
Yeah, we're not.
One-
we're not
one
we
out of
should
the-
definitely not. We're to the first of many.
Okay, so bring the. I'll put it in my.
I should. Nah.
This is actually my
She
favorite.
she needs one.
You guys. So cheers.
Cheers.
I did it. I did it for Alan. Oh.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh my god, that is so good. That room's still trash and it just has like.
A little refreshing
No,
moment.
man, no sabe. It's just like vanilla to me.
And do you guys think we should have Alan back sometime? Maybe tell us
For
about his.
sure, I have some badass
crazy-
stories.
Do you have scary
Stories.
stories to tell?
Scary stories?
Like ghosts.
Okay, no. Yeah, I don't even believe in ghosts.
Oh, okay. Well, that's something that we didn't know.
Yeah, that's something we didn't know about Alan.
Okay.
So we're all-
I'll piss some people off for sure.
We're all happy friends now.
Yes.
We can now
The
all
start
go
of
get
a
drunk.
great-
Happy tree
Hell
friends.
yeah.
Happy treat friends.
We'll have some pretty cool material for you guys.
Yes, I'm
Very
happy that we were all adults about our beef.
soon. Of course.
We squashed it.
Confrontation.
Yeah. So that was it, and I just want to thank Alan for coming. Very brave of him to come confront me. Oh my god.
Yeah, I walked over here.
Oh, he walked here.
Wow.
So thank you. All right, thank you. So that basically wraps it up, you guys, for this episode. If you guys have any ideas, please let us know what you guys want us to talk about. Yaya, do you have any last words?
Not much. Sunday Monday.
Yeah. So this was like our pilot, and let us know what's up. All right. So cheers. Cheers.